Department of Justice. This week, it's all about the raid. But in reality, the raid is not just regulated to this week. In fact, it's common with the Trump camp as the red hat, I would argue. And the group that has been targeting the 45 squad, it's the FBI, the same agency that lets the Bidens, the Clintons, the Obamas, the Pelosi's slide by. Now this week, target number one was Donald Trump's empty home at Mar-a-Lago. You've been hearing all about it. 30 agents descend, helicopters, cars, boats. It's an unprecedented move. The Bureau busted in to continue their investigation into the records that Trump allegedly took with him from the White House to his private residence when he left office. But the Trump raid is not the first of its kind either. It is just the latest. And as the feds try foolishly to rip apart Trump's orbit, meaning the people around him, with heavy-handed raids against Trump associates without any clear necessity, you have to wonder when it's going to stop. Let's review. Remember Paul Manafort's home in Virginia, raided by a dozen agents for 10 whole hours to seize some documents.
Manafort and his wife were asleep when armed FBI agents entered the Alexandria, Virginia condo without warning at about 6 a.m.
Yeah, they tried to break him, putting him in solitary confinement. Remember, he was the campaign manager. Roger Stone also greeted before dawn. Early risers, these FBI agents. They had to be sure they weren't overpowered by the 70-year-old.
I most certainly would have just turned myself in, but at 6 a.m., 29 totally SWAT-clad FBI agents arriving in 17 armored vehicles with a helicopter overhead, two amphibious units dropping off frogmen in the backyard, all of them brandishing fully automatic M4 assault weapons, stormed my home to arrest me.
It's a joke. Rudy Giuliani, another 6 a.m. raid, Manhattan office. Pretty extraordinary move. Remember, he's a lawyer. He's a prosecutor, mayor, bad back, bad knee, bad heart. Peter Navarro, strip searched, handcuffed, put in leg irons by the FBI agents during his arrest for denying a congressional subpoena.
They went with this shock and awe, terrorist strategy to, let me go to the airport and then take me with 5 agents like I'm an Al-Qaeda terrorist, rock me into a car, and the next thing I know, look, man, in leg irons, handcuffs, strip search.
It's not over for him either. The FBI has been acting like a bunch of thugs. I don't know if they're direct or they're just doing it on their own, in a clear attempt to intimidate Republicans. But the problem is the left isn't being met with the same show of force, or any force. We all remember Hillary Clinton smashing iPhones, hammers, destroying thousands of emails under subpoena. No raid, no FBI.
Although there is evidence of potential violations of the statutes regarding the handling of classified information, our judgment is that no reasonable prosecutor would bring such a case.
Hey, listen, and she was able to keep running and almost won. The Pelosi family's playing the market better than Warren Buffett, yet they wouldn't even dare whisper about insider trading.
Over the course of your career, has your husband ever made a stock purchase or sale based on information he received from you?
No, absolutely not. Okay.
What a dumb question. And then there's the first family with a mountain of evidence linking crack-smoking, hooker-loving, nudist Hunter Biden with business dealings with dozens of nations, including our arch enemies, China, Russia. Yup, direct links to the president, the dad, the president of the United States, a cyber trail that actually outlines a legal case. Yet, here they are, heading off to a $1 million mansion in South Carolina for a nice family vacation that will cost them nothing. The unequal justice has got to stop. I know President Trump is often his own worst enemy, but he's not public enemy number one, and his friends and his allies should not be paying the price for being loyal. The president lost the election, but accrued more votes than any Republican in history, 74 million plus. He and his voters don't want a free pass. They want a fair pass. Democrats love to preach that no one is above the law, but their politicized, broken DOJ and FBI allows them to live like they are, in fact, above the law. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade.